What's up, guys? Today I'm here to make a top 10 list about the best Game of Thrones soundtracks. And this is gonna be a tough one because there are so many good soundtracks, and there's so many powerful moments with great soundtracks, and it's kind of conflicting to put the soundtrack and not the scene. So you see what I'm talking about later, but let's start off with number 10, King's Arrival. This is the first real soundtrack we hear in all Game of Thrones. This is from season 1, episode 1, and it just shows how important and how big King Robert's arrival is to the people of Winterfell. You can see the intention of them in the music, and it's so powerful, so good. The drums, the beat, everything is on point, and it just shows how Game of Thrones was supposed to be a good show. Just with this first scene, with the first soundtrack, and later after King Robert dies, this became the Baratheon theme, but there are no true Baratheons left, so it kinda got shaded there. At number 9, I have a song that's pretty beautiful, but the scene when which it appears is so much beautiful, so much beautier and so much prettier, which is Truth from season 7, episode season 7. Yeah, it's the last scene where Bran and Sam are talking about John's heritage, and it's just such a beautiful moment, such a beautiful sequence that builds up to that moment where you can hear the music going up, and then it stops, and then Bran says he's the heir to the Iron Throne, and then na 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 na. I'm not gonna try to sing the song, but it was the last time I'll do that, never again. But the violin, it's so beautiful, so perfect. It's such a great scene. You can really feel an emotion there.
Maiden, crone, stranger, I am hers, and she is mine. From this day until the end of my days.
I thought I would cry. I didn't, but I cried.
He's never been a bastard. He's the heir to the Iron Throne.
At number 8, we have Children. The Children from episode 10, season 4. It's such a good moment in character's storyline from Arya, and she really deserved a great soundtrack in that moment, and she got it. It's when this scene plays when she's going to Bravos by herself, she's alone in the world for the first time, really, and it's just so powerful, so beautiful. You can hear the chorus, and it looks like the intro, the main theme, but it's sing it, and you can kind of hear a little bit of the start theme as well, and it's so powerful, so beautiful. That's why it's at number 8. At number 7 we have, like, now it's a huge phenomenon, which is the intro. If you play it anywhere, anytime, people will sing it, people will come from no place and just start rumbling and just na 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 na. It's such so great, like everyone knows it. Don't even speak about it, just listen. And now at number 6 we have Reigns of Castamere. This song left a spot in my heart, unfortunately, and it's so powerful because I feel like the first time we ever hear the song, like the real structure of it, it's in the Red Wedding. To hear a Lannister song in the Red Wedding, which is Robb Stark's cousin's wedding, it's just so weird and so like, shit, there's something wrong. And it's so powerful, the song is so beautiful, I love it. And first I preferred just the instrumental part of it, but later I heard Serge playing on the live experience, kind of live concert kind of thing, and it's just shows how Tywin Lannister is such a powerful character design, which is cool and great, even though he's kind of bad guy. I like Tywin Lannister a lot. At number 5 we have Winter is Here. This song plays when Jon's grounded king in the north, and that's a pretty good song. Like, it's kind of mixture between the Stark theme and the main theme. Not compare it to the children. I mean, it's kind of equal but not the same, because the children's like more singing and shit, and this one's more just the beats and drums.
Jon Snow avenged the Red Wedding. He is the White Wolf, the king in the north.
And it's awesome, like the tension that it builds when like everyone stays quiet after Lady Mormont speaks, and then Manderly stands up and say all the things that he said, and like you can really hear the song coming into your moment, and which you're just expecting to be. And then when they all say King in the North, it's just beautiful, beautiful. I cry every time I see this.
There will be more fights to come. House Glover will stand behind House Stark, as we have for 1,000 years. And I will stand behind Jon Snow. The King in the North! The King in the North!
At number 4, we have The Light of the Seven. Alright, you all knew this was gonna appear. This is the one of the best musics ever made on Game of Thrones, one of the best soundtracks. This music alone is awesome, and all the musics, all the soundtracks that came before it, I mean after, it's awesome as well. So, according to the composer of the show, he said that this is the first time they use it. I don't know which instrument. I feel like it's the piano. I don't know. And it's awesome, like the chorus, everything coming up together. It's just perfect. It's a spot on, one of the best. That's why it's in top 4. And at number 3, we have Misa, from the episode Misa, which is episode 10, season 3. It's when Daenerys frees the people of, I forgot the name of the city. Probably Marine, I don't know, I can't recall. And that scene alone, it's powerful and just shows how Dany's character has grown up, and like what are her values, like her real intentions in the world. And the soundtrack that plays on it, it's also so beautiful. Like I love singing chorus soundtracks, and this one is just a good example of it. Like it really passes an emotion. At number 2, we have Spoils of War. I wish I could put part 1 and 2 here, but I'll be loyal to myself, like, you know, just put part 1, which is the first part, of course. And it's just a great soundtrack that builds tension upon the Lannister army, which is the POV that we watch, the first battle we watch as a POV of the attacked people, not the attackers. And it was a great scene to show like all the fear that they were going through and all the intensity and scariness of the battle. Like they never fought a dragon before. They thought they were extinguished. And out of nowhere they come with the dragon and the Dothraki screamers. And it's so good, such a tension on the music, and you can actually hear moments of Reigns of Castamere when and Lannister soldiers are all burning. You can hear Reigns of Castamere, and of course Dany's team as well. The Dracarys drop, that was tough one to say. And it's such a beautiful moment, such a beautiful tension upon the music, and they really did a great job. And now, before number one, I wanted to put some honorable mentions. And honorable mentions. Okay. I wish I could put that on the list, but it wouldn't be a top 10. It's too tough to say, like to put it. And the first one is gonna be Tower, which is a theme that plays when the sequence of John, baby John, changing to like King Leonor of John, and it's awesome. It's really powerful. You can feel an emotion there, like it's really cry now, bitch moment. I love this scene as well. I wish I could put there, but it's just too small to put it. I felt like it, and it's just played one time. So another one, it's Against All Odds, which is a fucking great. At first this was on my top 10, but I changed it. And it's such a powerful song. It plays when Daenerys comes to help save Jon and all the Suicide Squad people there battling the Night King beyond the wall, and it's just a powerful music within a powerful scene. And the last honorable mention is gonna be Dracarys from Daenerys as well. Daenerys theme that plays when she burns the Master and gets the Unsullied for free, which is also a powerful scene that shows Dany's strength and just shows how she is become the real deal now. Like, she is strong, she has dragons, deal with it. And at number one, Winds of Winter. For me, this piece of art, I don't even call it music, is just such a great soundtrack. Of course, for me it's the best because it's the number one, but like the scene, and like it was on season 6, it was the last scene of season 6, and it just shows like that Dany isn't messing around, that she's finally going to Westeros, and what a better way to go to Westeros and conquer the Seven Kingdoms with this amazing soundtrack. This is really a fucking great soundtrack. The way how it puts the drums and the beat with the dragons. That's the best soundtrack, one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in my entire life. Just makes you wanna sing even though you don't know the lyrics. Like, it's so powerful, so great. And in this last part as well, you have the Stark team and the Targaryen team together, and like, it's so perfect, so beautiful. that's it, guys. This video took a lot of time to finish because I really wanted to do a great job, because I love soundtracks, and this was one of my most most anticipated videos because I really wanted to do this, and it's finally finished. And I just wanted to thank Gabriel for helping me out, and everyone who helped me put a list. And that's it. Thank you all for your patience, and see you later.